and golf.
From Barcelona to Bangladesh.
From Dublin to Dhaka.
From Kolkata to Kurmitala Golf Club.
History in the making.
The first ever Bashundhara Bangladesh Open.
It's another new stop on the Asian Tour. The inaugural Bashundhara Bangladesh Open brings us to the subcontinent, to Dhaka, for the first time. The capital city a gracious host as the tour sets new boundaries in new destinations.
It's a new experience because I never come to Bangladesh before.
It's always interesting to see the different cultures and the different places, so I'm enjoying it, I have to say.
People is really nice, course is pretty good, hotel is pretty good. I guess it's gonna be an exciting week.
I like the layout of the course. I mean, it's in a good shape. I think score going to be good this week.
I like the course. I think it's gonna be a good challenge. You have to be on the fairway all the time if you want to score.
I'm enjoying it so far, I have to say. Very challenging golf course. I found it tough out there today, very hot. And I suppose coming from Wentworth last week, it's a huge contrast.
We're in the heart of Dhaka at the Kurmitola Golf Club for this historic event. What the 18 holes lack in length, they more than make up for in the challenge. Tight off the tee and slopey, grainy greens will be a test for the players this week in Bangladesh. It's Siddiqur Rahman's home course. The two-time Asian Tour champion will begin as one of the favourites. All eyes will be on the man who has put Bangladesh on the golfing map of the world.
Well, first of all, thanks God that finally it's going to happen, Bashundhara Bangladesh Open, and it's really, we all are very excited to play this tournament, first Bashundhara Bangladesh Open.
The Asian Tour's most decorated player is here looking for his 19th title. Tawan Wirachan's a winner on the subcontinent already in India. The Thai legend will be looking to win again. Madan Marmot also has an Indian Open trophy in his cabinet at home. The four-time winning veteran Singaporean is in form after his third place finish in Mauritius a month ago. And 30 more Bangladeshi players will benefit from the experience of playing the best players in the region. And this is what's at stake, the gleaming trophy and the title of Bashundhara Bangladesh Open Champion. I'm Alan Wilkins, and alongside me Dom Boulay. Now this is a wonderful start for the local hero Siddiqur, who opened with back-to-back birdies to lead early on, but he couldn't maintain that form and he finished one over par. Dom, bit of pressure on Siddiqur.
There it is, he is a local hero here, lots expected of him. Tawan made a similarly hot start too, in a 1 under par opening round. 3 birdies in 5 holes coming in, and he was nicely placed in the top 20.
But the early first-round co-leader was the veteran Madan Marmot. 47 years young, the Singaporean birdied 3 of his final 4 holes for a 5 under par 66.
A couple of weather interruptions didn't help Siddiqur's second day. He could only manage a repeat of his first round, 1 over par 72, as he made the cut by a single stroke.
One for the future for Bangladesh could be Dulal Hossain. On his home course, the 25-year-old shot a stunning 63 to leap from 50th to 5th. Dulal was one of 6 Bangladeshis who made the cut, but he was certainly setting his sights higher. Could he go on and win this event?
Football fan Carlos Pigem is looking forward to Barcelona versus Juventus in the Champions League final, and he could do so as an Asian Tour winner. Back-to-back 67s, and he was in second place.
Yes, second behind this man, Mardan Marmat, 66, 67. He led by 1 at the halfway stage. As Siddiqui struggled to a 75, another Kurmatola member kept the growing galleries happy. 5 birdies in a round of 72 for Dulal Hussain, who was tied for 7th. Indian Kalin Joshi had a chip-in eagle at the par 5 14th to thank on his way to a moving day 65. The man from Bengaluru was in the final group on the final day.
Alongside this man, 21-year-old Soo-min Lee, the Korean came home in 32 to rocket into 3rd spot. This eagle at the 14th, the highlight in another 6 under par round of 65.
But out in front was Mardan Marmat. The Singaporean opened up a 3-shot lead at one stage, but he found water at the 9th. He made a clutch bogey putt there to prevent further damage, and a fabulous up and down from the bunker on the 18th for birdie to give him a 3-shot cushion. The Singaporean has won 3 times after leading into the last round on the Asian Tour, but a host of 20-somethings will be hunting the second most experienced player in the Tour's history as he looks for title number 5. Can the Singaporean Lion add this golden Bengal tiger to his collection? Welcome to the final round of this historic Bashundhara Bangladesh Open. The crowds have streamed into the Kurmatola Golf Club in the heart of Dhaka. It's going to be another hot day of golf.
It was always going to be a tough week for Siddiqui Rahman with his off-course commitments, but the affable 2-time Asian Tour winner plugged away on the other side of the golf course to the leaders.
Young Korean Soo-min Lee got his round off to the best possible start. He was dialed in from the very first hole as he made an opening birdie.
Also birdieing the first was playing partner Kalin Joshi, almost holding out with his approach to the first. He would tap in for birdie to move within 2 of Mardan, but he would also bogey the second.
But Mardan's cushion never really got too comfortable. The 47-year-old brought the field closer after a bogey on the toughest hole at Kurmatola. The lead was now
and that became a single shot after a cracking putt from the 22-year-old Joshi. He stood a big chance of adding an Asian Tour title to his 2 titles in India.
So Mardan Marmat at 11 under par, just a 1-shot lead from the young Kalin Joshi, with Soo-min Lee at 8 under par, Carlos Pigem of Spain at 7. Now this is Kalin Joshi, second shot to the 5th. Just 22 years of age, from Bangalore.
Yeah, one of so many great young Indian players from Bangalore, Aniban Lahiri and of course S. Chikka. But the wily old veteran, Alan, this man can really play, coming in here off that 3rd place in Mauritius. He's full of confidence.
Yeah, it's an action that has not just won him 4 titles, but it's been so consistent over the years.
Taking advantage of one of the easiest holes on the golf course. This 5th hole been one of the easiest all week long.
Now this is the Finn Kaske 6th hole. He's 6 under par.
29 years old, just won an ADT event in Sarawak 2 weeks ago. Oh, I think that hit something very hard, Alan. It's gone straight across the back of the green.
It could be a rake there. The rake's just in front of the bunker. Now this is Soo-min Lee. Second shot to the 5th. He's 8 under par. As an amateur, he won on the Korean Tour, a professional event 2 years ago.
Oh, look at lots of spin on the boys. Come right back off the front edge of the green.
Now this is Hyung-jung Lee. So many good Korean players. It's a conveyor belt of talent over there.
Lovely putt. Judged it perfectly.
Are they the fashion leaders or Japan in their players, Tom? Now Casca, you saw his ball dart across the green. It hit the rake, so he's got some repair work to do.
Yeah, that is a little unlucky, isn't it? And, well, this is the first par 3 on the golf course. It starts with 5 par 4s, but it looks like he may make a 4 on the 6th.
Joshi, his third shot, is just in front of the green here, a little hollow before the green. It's all about little lovely tempo, good hands.
Yeah, he's an exciting young player. Kasky for a par on the 6th. Can't afford to drop any shots. He's already a little too far behind the leaders. And I'm afraid that's exactly what he's going to do. A little unfortunate, you have to say.
Soo Min Lee, you saw his ball pitch on this 5th and spin back. So he's got a very simple chip for him, and he's left it a little bit short.
Yeah, it's one of those you kind of half expect to hold.
Now this is Carlos Pigem. He's playing under great pressure here. His grandfather Stanislaw passed away just a day before this event. He wanted to pull out, but his family convinced him to play on. And he's dedicating his performance here to his grandfather. So it can't be easy for Carlos. He's 7 under par. He'll have a lot on his mind.
Yeah, terrific performance considering. Now Mardan looking for his 5th win. And he's led wire to wire this week, and he has won 3 times on tour wire to wire, Alan.
He's good at that, isn't he? When he won the Singapore Masters at Laguna, first Singaporean to win on the European tour. It was co-sanctioned, of course.
He can certainly handle the pressure. Now young Lee, that's a birdie putt. Hyung-jung Lee, 7 under par, couple under for today's round, and looking like a threat.
Now for bogey on 6, Kasky. Unfortunately his tee shot hit that rake in front of the green. Oh, I think that's tough, you know, Don. I really do.
Yeah, it's, well, rarely happens.
Now,
Soo Min Lee.
Yeah, where do you see that style before? Paul Casey does that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did for a while, you're absolutely right, Alan. This is for a par. Oh, one of the easiest holes on the golf course. And he was on the green in 2, spun off and didn't get it up and down. And it was an easy up and down. Goes to 1 over par for his round.
For Mardan Marmat with a 2-shot lead from the young Indian Kalin Joshi. And there's some space there with Hyung-jung Lee at 7 under par with Carlos Pigem and Soo Min Lee. The kids are putting up a fight here against the Singaporean veteran. Soo Min Lee has plenty of support from the Koreans in the crowd. Well, the Indian Kalin Joshi is just 2 shots off the lead as he looks for the biggest win of his career. But can they catch the wily old master Mardan as he bids for a 5th Asian Tour title? Find out after the break.
Stay up to date with all the latest news from the European Tour. The star-studded fields, the stunning courses, the tense tournaments, and more special features that bring you closer to every shot. Take a journey every week to some of golf's most beautiful locations with the European Tour Weekly on 10 Sports.